signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
All right, today is February 23rd, 2022. It is 5 a.m. I have two articles I want to share with you. It was supposed to be on the last video, but I decided to take it out and create its own video by itself. There are two articles, all right? So they focus on Harry. So let's go on Twitter. There's this here. Insight into Dean and Harry's long-standing friendship. Quote, Harry is who he is and his trust circle is so tight. I'm just glad that I'm still in there. All right. So meaning that to be part of Harry's circle. All right. So let me read some okay, maybe I should read the article first and then I'll come out. All right. Because look like there's a screenshot. And I will leave this in the description for you. All right. There's this here. Is that it? Okay. Okay, exclusive. Why SAS Australia's Dean Stott wants to get best mate Prince Harry on the show. Okay, Harry is very busy. I don't think he'll be able to do that. Inside their unique friendship born in the British military. Okay, as SAS Australia ramp up for another season. Okay, so that's a show in Australia. Here you may spot a familiar face, and it may be because his best friend with an even more familiar face, Prince Harry. Dean Stott, a former British Special Force soldier and private security director, first met the Duke of Sussex, 37, in 2007 in North Yorkshire, England, when they were partnered together in a forward air controllers training course. So that's where they first met. Okay, just 22 at the time, Harry, who was just about to embark on his first tour of Afghanistan, took an instant liking to Dean. Okay, so that's that. Dean Scott and Prince Harry were partnered together in a forward air controllers training course in the British military. So that's his team here. Quote, we hit it off straight away. Dean 44 tell Women's Today. Quote, I think the relationship grew strong from there because I just treated him like another soldier. Quote, there was no preferential treatment and he was the most comfortable in that environment as well. It was one of the time that he will be just a normal civilian and he loved that. I mean, Harry always said he wanted to be normal. And then he have said also, and the not Oprah, and the Obama Foundation, is it Obama Foundation or organization? Okay, is that the military pretty much shape him for the person, to the person that he has become.
What helped you to understand that position that you were in?
Spending 10 years in the military was one.
And what did that do for you?
I think I wouldn't say it changed my outlook on life, but there were certainly experiences that I went through during those 10 years that not only was I surrounded by normal people on a day-to-day basis and being able to share and talk about everyday issues that they were going through, but it was a grounding moment for me as well. You know, wearing the same uniform as all of the people that I was serving with, getting an opportunity to serve your country on operations, but also being part of a family. And that's not just the guys and the girls that were wearing the uniform, but also the wives, the girlfriends, the kids. That whole network of support was huge. But I think my understanding of service and duty became really, really ingrained, or it was given to me by my service in the military, because that's what it's all about. And
Okay, following the course and despite their high-flying career taking them all over the world, Dean and Harry managed to maintain their close friendship by keeping, quote, close communication open, end quote, with Harry proving to be one of Dean's main supporters while he went through a rough period in his life. Okay, quote, I was approaching my 40th and I was having a bit of a midlife crisis. I was thinking, quote, hey, what am I doing? What legacy am I going to leave behind? End quote. And so I thought I've always wanted to go into a Guinness Book of Record for something like cycling. And so I went and bought a bike on Amazon. And in the spring of 2018, I cycled all the way from Argentina to Alaska. What? From Argentina to Alaska? Really? He said it was Harry who supported him every step of the way. Wow, how long did that? I want to look into that. Okay, quote, he called me throughout the entire journey, checking in and motivating me to keep going. And the idea to use that ride to also raise money for charity, that was his idea. Wow, that's news to me here. This is why I like to read the articles myself, reputable ones. Okay, with his best friend behind him, did smash the world record and raise more than $1 million for mental health charity Heads Together. The pair have since worked together on numerous charitable endeavors throughout the years. Now, when the friends find time to get together, coincidentally, they both now reside just a few hours away from each other in California. Interesting. That's news to me also here. Dean likes to, quote, keep things casual, end quote, by bringing together his wife, Elena, and their two children, Melina, 10, and Tommy, 5, to hang out with Harry and wife, Meghan. Interesting. That's good. Okay. Archie and 8-month-old little Beth. Quote, it's all about the family, he says. That's very good to know. Okay. And while he acknowledged there has been controversies shouting the Sussexes ever since they left the monarchy in 2020, Dean says there's never a time for any negativity. Quote, we've known each other for 15 years. We were friends before he had a family and before I had a family. That's interesting. So their bond is before they started their own little family. That's really good. All right, let's see here. We've known each other 15 years. We were friends before he had a family and before I had a family. So there's no need to bring any of that sort of things into the picture. End quote, he admits. Quote, but he is who he is and his trust circle is so tight. I'm just glad that I'm still in there. Interesting. Okay, while Dean Well affiliation may have taken his life a new direction, make no mistake, as directing staff on SAS Australia, his mind is always on the job, and he's not going to go easy on any of a new recruit. Interesting. All right. As directing staff or SAS Australia, Dean's mind is always on the job. Okay. Quote, if they're messed up, I'm obviously going to scream and shout. He laughed, but I'm probably more on the calm side compared to Ant. There's this. But I was so surprised at how real it all is. There are no hold barred, and I was pleasantly surprised by the recruits, particularly the women. They really held their own, he said. So he's talking about the show. Okay, but how does he think Prince Harry will go as a contestant on the show? Quote, I think he'll be fine. He's a soldier, so he's used to that atmosphere, but I'm not sure he'll appreciate me shouting at him. He laughed. Okay. Well, okay, so that's it. So he's talking about the show. Some new things revealed here. So I guess he moved to California. So they usually hang out. So that's something new here. Okay, so the link of this article will be in the description. There's another article I want to share with you, so I'm going to put it here as well in this video, and then after that, that's it. All right, there's this here. Forbes on Harry's upcoming memoir. Prince Harry invited us on a picaresque journey through his past should drive the cell at least to the moon, if not beyond. That was in quote. That memoir is going to be lit. All right, so that was a squad who tweeted that, and I think I had put a screenshot of this. Oh, I need to go back. I need to go back to the other tweet. I did not read the tweets and respond to Dean Scott. Okay, Dean's children having play dates with Archie and Lady. There's that here. He didn't say that, and that magazine is a fan fiction. What is that here? Now, when the friends find time to get together, coincidentally, both now reside just a few hours from each other in California. Dean likes to keep things casual by bringing together his wife. What is that? By bringing together his wife, Elena, and their two children, Molly, 10, and Tommy, 5, to hang out with Harry, wife Meghan, Archie, 2, and 8-month-old little bit. It's all about family, he says. Okay, what am I supposed to get out of this? Are they playing together? Okay, his trust circle is tight. I felt kind of sorry for him when I read that, but it doesn't surprise me. Okay, family doesn't always have to be the one you're born into. Exactly. And I think Harry has had that hindsight of a thing when to sense people's intention, this kind of thing. So when he come across certain people, he has a good sense of them. All right, thank you for sharing, Sandra. I am glad to know that he and his family are still close to the Sussexes, and they hang out together too. It makes my heart happy. Okay, the friendship is solid as a rock. Yeah, I have another article that I read a while back, maybe a year and a half. I'm telling you, days are flying. It could have easily been 2 years, but I think it was sometimes last year, where his wife wrote an article where just because they support the Sussexes, people were bashing on them or something like that. I don't remember full well how the article went, but I shared it with you. Okay, that's a different language. Nice interview. Glad he and Harry are still close. Okay, their friendships warm my heart. Okay, they are great pals, like brothers. All right, so now I'm going to go back to the other tweet that I came across. And then I'll do the same. Hopefully I remember to go back into the comments. All right, so let's go to the Forbes.com. All right, again, this is going to be in the description. Okay. I think I already have it. Okay, Prince Harry's 2022, the deep wood of his relentless battle with the press. All right, there's a picture of him with Princess Diana, with his mom. Whatever else they are or do, the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are very talented and staffing up. There are 2 signal events coming up in 2022 for which Harry in particular has done that excellently. Both efforts are both media related, an area of endeavor central to the Windsor's Montecito's core vision of getting their message out there. To illustrate this reporting, above and below in chronological order is a selection of photographs extending to 1997, reflecting the short 12 years that the prince was able to spend with his mom. Okay, so these pictures we're probably gonna see in his book. Okay, first, most recently, Harry staffed up his forthcoming book with California-based, quote, Tender Bar and, quote, author J.R. Moranger. I hope I pronounced the name right. Sorry if I don't. An admirable literary choice on the part of the prince, demonstrating just how high he is shooting for the as told to autobiography. But the principal storyteller for this tome will still be Harry. So we'll have to wait until publication, or at least until the embargoes reviewers' copies are sent out, to assess just how many of Harry's full quiver of intercontinental ballistic arrows that he periodically launches over the ramparts of his increasingly estranged family will have been salted into the thing. Okay. Oh my God, maybe I should no, the glasses. I tried to remove my glasses, but I need the glasses. I'm still having issues with the text. All right, let's see here. By definition, it's a book-length offering, and this year is from Harry's and Meghan Markle's perspective, a good time to advance their narrative via a definitive tome from Harry. Contracts with the big Hollywood players have been inked. Archie's and kindergarten content is en route on Harry's and Meghan's many platforms. It's the moment. If the book's publication goes the way that Harry is clearly gunning for it to go, it can also serve as a bulwark and a reference against some of the hitherto speculative and or what Harry and Meghan Markle characterize as invasive reporting as practiced by the London tabloid, such as the suit Miss Markle just won for invasion of privacy against the Mail on Sunday and Mail Online for publishing excerpt of a letter that she wrote to her father at the time of her wedding. Although the format is less immediate and less spectacular than that of a stone flag garden veranda at the Santa Barbara hacienda with Oprah as his interlocutor and a literary effort of some length, there's scarce more opportunity for him to dig back into the deep past and launch all manner of ordinance at any number of relatives or their institutions. It's his life, and they did bring him up. The current monarch and the next two kings of England will perforce appear. So in other words, definitely these two people, William and Charles, will appear in the book. So that's what they're saying here. Okay, I'm starting to get bored reading this. Okay, historically, Harry has not been shy about taking shot at any of them or at the press, but in his own words, aka in the statement released by his publisher, there's altogether more gracious focus to expect in the narrative. Prince Harry inviting us on a picaresque journey through his past, which, no matter which side of the Harry and Meghan Markle fence one finds oneself, should drive the cells at least to the moon, if not beyond it. It's to be his take on all of it, presumably including youthful antics, Ethan, Sandhurst, Afghanistan, deployment, romances, and one can hope an inspiring look at his role in the last 4 or 5 years of waxing turbulence between himself and his family, marriage, kids, and finally his turning away from his country. And he doesn't turn away from his country. No.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is, we're not walking away. And we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible.
Let's not miss taking here. Look how he's fighting to get his security so he could always go back over there. So he never turned his back on his country. He even said it in his speech when he was going to meet Meghan in Canada. He's like, we're not turning away. We're not turning away from you, whatever. So he never said he's turning away. His country is pushing for people to see as if Harry's turning his back on his country. All right, so let's not get this twisted here. All right, let me read what's there, but this is false. Okay, he's turning away from his country and the central role he was expected to play in the British monarchy. But he's not going to be king. His father already said they're going to, how do you call this? He's going to trim down the monarchy. So he was never part of this. They were using him to be a scapegoat. Let's get this straight, okay? They were using him for scapegoat. Look at, you even mentioned his wife won the lawsuit with Meghan Sunday because they were using them. And they were like, no, I don't want to be a punching bag for you guys. So we need to make this really clear. This Forbes here is misleading. Okay? Misleading. Very misleading. No wonder why I was feeling a little bit bored. But let me read some more. I may not read all, and I'll leave the link in the description for you. All right? So this already, the part that I'm already reading is already misleading. All right? This is where I left. That would be a narrative that could be delivered with understanding for all actors concerned. At least that is what Harry's ghost very much delivered in the tender bar. But whether any of that, if in fact that will happen now, is up for grabs. Harry's statement of mission, which may or may not become the jacket copy, reads Thursday. Okay, I don't want to read anymore because this is I'm already disgusting by this. All right, but I'll leave the link in the description for you guys to check. This part only already disgusted me. All right, so Harry is not turning away. All right, they're putting him in a very tough position where he wanted to work with the monarch 50-50. They refused that. All right, we need to get this straight. They refused that. So eventually he has his own life. Okay, we're here on this planet for a very short time. Everybody have their own lives to live. So they want him to dedicate his entire life for the firm when he's not going to be king. He's not like, what is it when the queen said she's dedicating her life for whatever.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
The thing said when she was in South Africa. All right, so no, he has a different role. He was trying to help the firm. But the firm wanted to use him as a scapegoat for their immoral kind of dealing. Look at Prince Charles with cash for honor. All right, he was trying to use Harry on that. All right, so this is why they took his mother away from him at a young age, because Princess Diana was shedding light to him, saying this is not the way to live a life. And as I'm editing this video and some of the clips, screenshots that I take to show, proof of the cash for honor thing. And even the headlines are misleading. The thing says here, unlikely Charles knew of alleged cash for honor claims. We already know. They even telling on themselves when the tabloid, whoever the senior royal was, who was giving Meghan Sundays the information regarding Meghan, okay? So the people who works in there already tells you that when something happened, when something have to be disclosed, the people who's working below the senior royals, they cannot take it up on themselves to make things public. All right. So the cash for honor had to go through Charles first. I'll put that clip here. This is also misleading.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Look how they're trying to protect them. And by the way, I'm pretty sure once this investigation is done, they're going to show him clear. But people with good sense, look how they clear Andrew, for instance. All right, the police said Andrew was clear. But anyway, this cash for honor is misleading. The headline, unlikely. Okay, unlikely Charles knew of alleged cash for honor claims. All right, this is the reason I'm saying I don't even trust this. There it is. All right, so this Forbes thing, I don't know what else they said, but I'm going to stop. But since I started it, I'll leave it for you guys to finish read it. The link is in the description. So when I was recording earlier, I forgot to go back to Twitter to see what some of the comments were saying about the Forbes article. Like I said, I didn't finish read it, but I went on to show proof of everything that whatever nonsense that I brought up. But anyway, so I'm back on Twitter to see what some other people are saying regarding that. All right. At first, I didn't thought it would be a good idea for him to say much about that family, but given what I've learned so far, I think he should go all the way. The family and government made it clear that Harry and his family are not welcome in the UK, so screw them all. We love you. Okay? I'm all for Harry burning the house of Windsor down. They deserve everything that's coming their way. That's boom. Okay? I cannot wait for it, whether it's sensational or not. Okay? I'm looking forward to reading his truth, whether it's sensational or not. Okay? I will be the first to get my copy. Okay? I can't wait. Prince Harry excerpt of book is fire. Okay? I, for one, am waiting for bated breath, lots of coffee and tap. Okay, the espresso machine is overdrive, brilliant read. Okay, happy to share. I didn't finish read it, so maybe there's some good part. I don't know. So like I said, I left the link in the description. You guys could go and finish read it. But that part sort of discouraged me a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna smash that pre-order button so hard. Okay, joining you, can't wait. All right, so now I'm going back to my previous recording. I think it's the prayer that I have next. So that's it. Let's put a prayer for Harry. Prayer for shield. Okay, let's do that. Protection. Prayer for, let's say, shield and protection. Because Harry always need that. Let's see if there's a prayer up here. The small prayers that I like. There's none, but let's look for an image for that. So this one is very misleading. Since the last one that I did had a hand, let's do this one, okay? Lord God, I pray for your protection as I begin this day. You are my hiding place, and under your wings I can always find refuge. Protect me from trouble wherever I go, and keep evil far away from me. No matter where I am, I will look to you as my protector, the one who fights for me every day. Your love and faithfulness, along with your goodness and mercy, surround me daily, so I will not fear whatever might come against me. My trust is in you, God, and I give thanks to you for your love and protection. In Jesus' name, amen. So, let me throw another one. I'm looking at this here. It's showing a back. I'm thinking of Princess Diana protecting Harry's back wherever she's at, because they're still trying to smear his name. That article, I thought it was gonna be like a heads up. Well, it is a heads up, but it's misleading. Where he said the article is saying Harry's turning his back away. Harry did not want to turn his back. He gave as many options as possible, but the firm, with their pettiness, with their tunnel vision of trying to destroy him and his wife, they didn't see the good that Harry was trying to do. 50-50. They even reject that. So let's make this clear, this Forbes magazine. All right, so let's do this for Princess Diana to always protect his back. This is what this image got me thinking. All right, and after this, that's it. Dear Father, you are like a wing that shelters my children, strong with protection, soft with grace. You are like a shield that encircles them each day. That's what he needs for his family as well. They run free, and you are with them as they adventure. You are like a crown placed upon their heads, a symbol of sonship? Okay, a symbol of sonship, of belonging, and of their adoption into your family. That's right. I think this hit the thing here, because Harry is in the United States, his adoptive country, and everyone that he come across, are supporting of him. All right, look at like Dean Scott. All right, it's part of his family now. You never hear him going out to the press selling his information with Harry. All right, Lord, I place them into your great care and declare that they are yours. Amen. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. And those who have donated, thank you. I have more to record, but right now it's 5:23. I'm going to leave the rest of the recording maybe in the middle of the day or maybe tomorrow. It has to do with Meghan's dress and all about Meghan's dinner date. They went to dinner with Eugenie and her husband. All right, so that will be a different videos. That's it. Thank you for your support.